Welcome on in, everybody. Today we are going to be doing another A rank slash PvP guide. And the Uma we'll be doing this for is none other than the Sakura Chirono O that we just recently scouted. As you saw there, for a brief spoiler, we also were able to get Maruzensky finally. Thank God. We also have Mummy Creek, and who was the last one that we got? We scouted the Kukulkan Warrior Elkana Passes. So videos for all of them coming out shortly. We got a lot of work to do, but the new current banner character Sakura is going to be our Uma today. So let's get started. For her, she has a turf by default and then has good aptitudes for mile, medium, pace, and front runner. So we're going to be kind of focused on those. We're going to be training her as a mile racer. It's just a little easier. If you want to trade her as a medium racer, it's essentially the same thing. You're just going to want to dump more points into stamina. And then that means for our legacy characters, we're going to want to make sure that we're buying sparks or choosing sparks, rather, for medium, mile, and pace. I actually also like running her as a front runner. So depending on who we have as our legacy characters, we may do that as well. Her stat increases are very well spread out. So we got 10% speed, 10% guts, and 10% wit. So we are going to be sort of gut wit maxing on this because that's going to train our speed up quite a bit. But we also want to make sure that we're getting at least 700 in our stamina to compete decently at the mile length. So let's go ahead, choose our legacy and support characters. So what we did choose here was going to be a Maruzensky. She's giving us 2 mile sparks, and then we have a Heike Shuttle who's also going to give us 2 mile sparks. We're definitely not on the high end for the mile sparks, but it is enough that we could potentially get an S rank from it. Our stat spreads are going into speed and power. This drizzled over a little bit into guts, but the main focuses here are going to be speed and power. For our deck, we are going to be using a 3 speed. We're going to be borrowing a Kita Black and using our best speed cards. I'm going to be using 1 stamina card, which in this case is going to be our Super Creek. And then we got 1 guts with Matikane Fukukitaru, and then the Rico Scenario Link card. This is going to help us out with our stamina quite a bit. So now that we got the deck build here, let's get started. All right, first and foremost, it's very important that we get our speed up as quickly as possible. So if we can get our speed cards matching up with some of our unity training, that's even better. Although that is more RNG than skill and decision based, so we're not going to hold our breath too hard. Now, we also don't have a triple stack here. The highest we have is a double stack with Gold Ship, or not Gold Ship. That's a sin, I even said that. With Super Creek and King Halo. So in this case, we're actually going to go ahead and do our recreation to get our mood up right at the beginning here. Every stat increase that we can get is going to help us out. So having that mood up is going to be essential to maxing out our speed and getting our stamina to where we want it. And now, before our junior debut, we're going to focus almost exclusively on our support cards. We want to get those friendships up as quickly as possible. Our Super Creek one is going to be our most difficult one. She's got the lowest starting friendship out of all of our cards, and we're not going to be using her quite as much. She's mainly here for her skill inheritance of Swinging Maestro, but we'll use her either way. Now, let's see if we can't get practice perfect off of that event. Any luck? Nope, just the speed. That's fine by me. We'll do another stamina training here with King Halo and Super Creek. Even them out a little bit. Everybody starts off so far behind Kita Black, so I want them all to kind of hit rainbow training at around a similar time. For the dialogue options, if we got a plus 20 to stamina, we're definitely going to be taking that. We're aiming for, again, like 700 plus in stamina if we can get it. But what's most important is that we max out speed, get Professor of Curvature, and Swinging Maestro. Good wit training with Rico and Mati. Lots and lots of dialogue in this one, but we are still looking for our best support card options. So stamina there. We got 2 of our speed cards, King Halo and Kita Black, as well as Mati. We'll throw this into power. Power over stamina. Nothing good, so we're actually going to rest here. Since our mood went up to great, and we didn't have to waste another turn on mood, we're going to be okay resting there. Normally, I would say let's not rest that early, but it's fine given those circumstances. That's a good time to do a guts training with Super Creek. That'll help her out. She's going to be a long distance runner for us in the Unity Cup. So her and Rice Shower get some extra Unity training. It's going to help us out quite a bit as well. It's a good wit training. We got 3 stacked there. And we should be okay for our junior debut. This seems to be such a RNG-based thing. So we'll see how this plays out. Yep, first place. Excellent. Now with the junior debut out of the way, we're still going to be leaning very heavily into our support cards. Triple speed stack there is awesome. If only we could get that with them at Rainbow, that would be fantastic. Plus 20 energy. Gotta love those events. Thank you. I think that was Smart Falcon, actually. Ooh, this is going to be a good stamina training. Again, we're mainly focused on our speed cards. Mainly. We still want the other ones to get up, but we don't want one of the speed cards lacking, because that would be awful if we got another triple stack like that and we didn't have them at Rainbow training. That's going to be a wit. And wit's going to give us quite a bit of energy. Matikane Fukakataru gets up there in her friendship bonuses as well pretty quickly. So we are okay there. We don't really have to worry. She'll just get there naturally. Now, if I wasn't recording, I normally like to go for the 30 there, but I don't want to hit slow metabolism on a guide here. So if you're feeling risky, go for it. It's definitely worth it, in my opinion. I do not want to tank this run at all. Excellent. So that's 2 support cards up to where we want them. We'll take Monty's suggestion here and a energy plus 15 from Aishin Flash. Now we got Aishin Flash, we got a Mati and Rico. We'll take Mati and Rico. Don't want to forget that Rico actually is a support card, so we want to max her out as well. And that is a Rainbow training, 9%. I'd rather do... Oh, she failed the 9. Oh, fantastic. We'll make up for it, though. Here we go. Excellent. Mood up and energy up. Thank you, Montikane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd love that for us. Wit training with Aishin here. He's very, very close to Rainbow training. If only we could get a few more of them stacked on that so we can get some energy back while doing all of that at the same time. We go stamina here for Super Creek, who's pretty dang close as well to her Rainbow training. Now, Asahi High should be easy top 3 for us. We're not necessarily aiming for first place. If we can get it, that's even better. But right now, we are mainly stat focused. Getting the special skill increase is nice. But in order to compete at all, we have to make sure that our stats are where we want them. Middle option for Rico. She's going to help out with our stamina quite a bit moving forward. That's a good power training. And Super Creek is almost there. We'll pop the bubble. And one more training with Aishin Flash should do it. Close this out. And I don't know if we're going to compete at the top option here. Nope, we're a little bit off. We'll take option number 2. Just to be safe. Don't want to lose this one. And that was almost a complete swipe. I think that was Haru that had a draw there. Well, that's okay. We'll take the extra stat points. Better than losing and getting nothing. And energy. Energy's really low, so we'll take as much as we can get here. Thank you, Rico. A little boost to our stamina there. And what are our options here? So that's a pretty decent Monty. We're actually going to go for a wit here. Don't want to fail any trainings just yet. We can risk it a little later on. I'd say after beach training, where the amount of points that you're going to get can actually make up for each other, whether or not you fail or succeed. Get Super Creek some water. And then nothing good there. Not bad either. Let's take the wit one more time. Get our energy up to more safe area. I'd rather have that because I would like to start getting double stacks on our speed. if the Umas will be so kind. There we go. Perfect timing. Double stack for 38 speed. Beautiful. And Rico's going to give us some energy there. Take a wit training here. Again, like I said, we don't want to miss out on any triple stacks. That would be just brutal. And there we go. The only one that's not up to rainbow training yet is Rico, but that's okay. She'll get there naturally. We'll do speed here. Speed maxing is most important. Our biggest points are going to come from the late game when our skill levels are increased to 4 and or 5. But you really want to lay a good base foundation here. Unfortunately, we did not get S rank mile there. We still got one more. One more legacy inspiration on the way where we could potentially get it. Beautiful first place. Or, yeah, first place. Top 5 Saki Show in the bag, and Japanese Derby, which besides maybe the Takarazuka Kinen and Autumn Tenno Show, is the most difficult race of this career. Should still be able to do pretty decently on it though. I'll take the speed training here. We do need a decent dirt racer since Haru is failing us, so we'll start trading Smart Falcon up there a little bit. And a double stack. Love to see that. With a bubble pop. So that, I think that was a 49. Did get the disorient skill, but that's not going to really be useful for us. So we'll ignore that. Maybe we'll have just enough points bleeding over that we might end up purchasing it, but very unlikely. Not really going to be getting any debuffs with this Uma. Top 5, 9 turns before Autumn Tenno Show. So we got a pretty good stretch here. And we do have beach training coming up. So let's do some wit training. Monty failed because why would it? Just our luck. That's okay. That's okay. We get some more energy back. I don't want to miss out on that. So I am going to do a rest. We got the 70 from that. See, we don't want to do Rico really unless our mood is down. Because we could potentially get a 70. Even a 50 would be higher than the amount of energy Rico would traditionally give. So you kind of have to determine, do you want to add more to your stamina points right there, or would you rather risk it and get some higher energy recovery to do more turns? I prefer to lean more towards the energy recovery. And one Unity Cup on the way. We can take a Super Creek training here. Very good time to do some stamina training because we get more points here than we normally would. That's a 42 speed. Love to see that. And what else do we got here? What, a 26? That's like a 47. Happy with that. Thank you, Monty. And we'll choose the top option for some extra power here. Nothing really to write home about here, so I'm actually going to go Wit just to get our Rice Shower and Smart Falcon Unity Cups up. We got 2 turns before Autumn Tenno Show. 7 turns before the next Unity Cup. So again, pretty good stretch here. Got another double stack. Boy, I wish we were getting triple stacks, but doubles are pretty good too. Won't complain about the double stacks. Get well soon, Diamond. Thank you for the mood up. We're already looking pretty good, but still not bad. Do power for some of the Unity Cup training here. That'll help out our Monty and our Super Creek quite a bit. Stamina. 10 to stamina, thank you. And wit training. Any good wit training? Don't tell me we had a triple stack. Okay, thank God. This is going to be a good time to do a Rico training. We can pour some into stamina right before the race and get our energy back. 12 stamina, awesome. Essentially a free turn there. Of course, our mood goes down right before. I mean, it probably won't affect. We're still in a good mood, so I don't think it'll affect us all that much. Yep, still the first place. Still the first place, thank God. And let's go Takarazuka Kinen. 15 turns. All right. Speed max and stamina training on the way. If we don't get a really good one, we might go for... Well, actually, that is a pretty good one. We'll take that. Might go for the Rico training next to get that mood back up. Ooh, now we don't have to because Rico popped out of nowhere and gave us the mood up anyway. Happy for that. Get some energy and triple speed stack. Triple speed stack. I can feel it. And it's a nothing. It's a nothing stack. Okay. Let's go Rico. Might as well fill out that gauge a little bit and get some free stamina while we're at it. If our energy was significantly lower, I would have gone for just a standard rest, but we have decent energy. I'm just going to go ahead and do the Rico training. Might as well, because we would have enough energy regardless the next turn in order to pull off a speed training if we needed to. Speed and guts, 10 and 5 split. Not bad. Single rainbow, but we still can't neglect our speed training. As much as I hope that we would get better speed trainings, we are not going to just refuse to train it. We've done quite a bit of stamina pops, or unity pops, so I think we'll be good here on the first race now. Moving up the ranks quite a bit here. And excellent. We only lost in the dirt, it looks like. Let's see, we got Curran-chan, we got, not Biko, Pegasus, Nishono Flower, and somebody else. Energy, please. Now give us a wonderful speed training, for the love of God. Well, it's a single rainbow. Better than nothing. Almost up to an A there. And give us that carrot. Would have loved a hot spring ticket during recording. That would have been beautiful. Let's go energy and speed. Yep. Come on. Stamina. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. Had a good amount of Unity Cup training. That'll train 2 of our dirt racers, which is where we're mainly lacking right now, so it doesn't hurt to do that. And let's see. Single. Oof. Kind of a hard one. Yeah, let's do Wit. That'll get King Halo up to being able to pop her bubble, which could give us a really good bonus to whatever we train it on. Mood down is unfortunate. That's a good Rico time. That'll cap us off and get our mood up. $23, not the best, not the worst. And 6 turns before Takazuka Keenan. Come on, give us some good stuff here. It's only a single. Let's go stamina in the meantime. And here comes our inspiration. Will we get an S-Mile? We got a gold. Oh, we got a C in a sprint. Better than nothing. I would have liked to see the Mile Sparks proc, but unfortunately, that's just one of those things you have to do over and over until you get the results you're looking for. All right, 40, that's a 50 to speed. Beautiful. Not a triple stack, but damn, that felt good. Of course, there's another double stack. We'll go with here. Monty's got to be looking pretty solid as a racer right now. Let's take a rest. We don't need to Rico just yet. I want to save that last training with her in case we get another mood down. Throw that one into Wit. That's a pretty good speed training again. Still only a single pop, but luckily we spent that one Wit turn to get King Halo up to where we needed her to be able to do her Unity Bubble Pop. And this is going to be a good... Yeah, let's do Power. For whoever that is. Whatever her name is. Now, Takazuka Keenan should pretty much be a breeze here. Yep, 5 whole lengths over an RE1 there. And goal complete. 7 turns before Autumn Tenno show. We did a couple bubble pops, so we might be pretty solid here. Yep, we're going to move up to rank 12, no issues. I mean, we could get screwed by the RNG, but you never know. Excellent. Win. Win, win, win. Monty was the only one who failed. She came in second place. Bad run there for her, I would imagine, because we've done a lot of training on her end. Not great, but not bad, so I suppose. Yeah, let's do away trading. Let's see if we can't get a really good speed one here. No, it doesn't want to give us a good speed one. We're going to rest and recover. And then you're going to give us, damn, really nothing. All right, whatever. We'll just do it anyway. Talk about bad luck. Not a single good rainbow. Okay, that's better than nothing, I suppose. Take our free points. Dialogue's almost over. Let's go. Stamina and guts. Power levels up. Awesome. Wow. Risk it. Awesome. 32%. There we go. Up to 1116 in speed. The reason I risked it there is because we had really bad luck early game, and I kind of wanted to make up for it a little bit. We did, luckily. We got a 50 there. Beautiful. See, the thing here is I'd really rather start putting it into stamina. Speed is solid, so we can pretty much just train stamina for the rest of this career. We don't need to train speed anymore at all. So let's go practice perfect here. We'll still save our Rico training. We're going to still save our Rico training, possibly for the URA finale. Another first place. Good job, Chirono. Well, 4 turns before the final Unity race and 1 turn before the Japan Cup. So, does Super Creek have anything for me here? She does not. Ooh, but we do have a Unity Cup coming up. I'm going to do our second to last Rico training. That'll give us more than enough to pull off some good speed ones here, or stamina ones, if we get the Super Creek one. Japan Cup should be a breeze, and then we're headed on to the Unity Finals. Second place! Yeah, whatever. Whatever. We're fine with it. We're fine with it. Damn, that Japan Cup must have been crazy. We're up against Maruzensky there, I believe. I wonder what her stats look like. I mean, really, like, really, we just need stamina. Come on, keep talking. Go on. Skill level 3, awesome. No good stamina, unfortunately, so I'm going to go for the bubble pop here just to give us some better stats for this Unity Cup race. That's the only reason I did that there. It helps out quite a bit, especially since we had 2 others on that training. So we should be pretty average. I don't know if we're going to pull this off. We've done quite a bit of Unity training at the end there. Very average, very average. It could swing either way. Will we get lucky? Come on, give it to us. There we go. Almost a complete wipe. And once again, it was our dirt runners. Smart Falcon, who is hanging behind the most. Fine by me. Headed on to the Unity finales. Come on, Rico. Rico, Rico, Rico. Damn, we got to do it. It's 3%. Not bad. +3, love to see it. It's just the qualifier, so this should be a relatively easy race for us. Bam! Wonderful placing, Chirono O. Chirono O. That little extra O at the end there gets me every damn time. Well, we're going to do the very last Rico training, and then we'll ideally get lucky with a Super Creek training here. This is, again, just a semifinal, so we'll hold off on the skills just yet. What? Come on. There you go. That must have been a bad run for us. Oh my god, we hit 9th place? I was looking at it like, no. Our scouts are fine. What are you doing there? That's just going to be, yeah, back into stamina. Blam! Thank you, Rush Hour. We are going to buy some skills. Since we won the Unity Cup, there's going to be a little bit more challenge here. So we'll get Swinging Maestro and Professor Curvature. That should be enough to pull off the win here for the finale. Thank you, Sakura. First place, absolutely killing it. Looking absolutely lovely while doing it. And we are a champion. We'll take all of our free points. Give them, hand them over. Yum, 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 yum. Thank you. Stamina and guts. And some more skill points. And you're going to get us some too. I love that for us. Lots of free points at the end there. All right. So as you can probably tell, we have quite an interesting stat spread. But let's go ahead and buy some skills first. I don't believe we S ranked on anything. No. So Mile. We're going to go Mile Pace and Turf. We can get some Mile Pace and Turf here. We'll get it's on. Wow. I didn't realize the team we picked had such poor skill options. Oh, well. Well, we're not going to be making use of groundwork, so let's go. I mean, this is 30% off. We'll just get clairvoyance since we have medium A as well. 225. Let's get that one. We'll go unyielding spirit. Do we have any that are 45 or under? I don't know if we have any points 45 or under. Let's go. Let's take away that. We'll go disorient and sympathy. There we go. All in our aptitudes, all looking good. We'll finish off the career and we'll break down the stats and how you can perform even better. So, as you can see, we were able to pull off the S rank. I would be more than happy to race the Sakura Chirono O in the team trials. The stats you're looking at here might seem a little bit odd though, because we maxed out speed. We don't have A or S really in anything either. Now, I'm really happy with the guts and the wit here. The only thing that I would probably change if you're just going kind of like an intermediate level runner and you have kind of a similar deck to me, you know, you don't have the SSR Rico, you don't have a maxed out Super Creek and stuff like that. Realistically, you could probably get this power up to an A plus, pretty close to an S if you have the legacy sparks for it. We got really bad legacy sparks this career path. So, I mean, just off of the sparks alone, that could have easily been another 100 points higher. You know, you're looking at 837, which is only 40 off from getting an A plus. And then, you know, if you tweak the mistakes that we made, or you get a little bit lucky with the couple of fails that we had, you know, that's a few more turns that could have gone into power, which, keep in mind, in turn would also increase your stamina. So, you know, easily doable. This just so happened to be the one we record. So, you know, don't let it get you down. You can easily hit an A plus with this. I believe our first run with her was an A plus, actually. Yeah, it was. So go ahead, give it a shot, have fun. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below, and I'll answer them as quickly as possible. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for all future content and streams. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your week. We will catch you later. Bye-bye now.